Okay, we're going over stroke number 2. Stroke number 2, we're going to be applying from what we just learned for the last stroke, which is set, pause, finish, and freeze. We're going to be doing that same drill where we use that hitting the same corner pocket here, but now we have obstacles in the way, which are these two other balls in the way there. And we're trying to not hit those and just going straight for our target. So when we set ourselves up, we're going to be behind our cue ball point again. We're going to tiptoe up, keeping their hand in our grip. I get to my point. Now I want to get ready for my stance. My eyes are only on my target now. I get down to my stance. Practice strokes. Set. Pause. Finish. Freeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I'm always going to count that down. Sometimes it's easy to forget that, but I'm going to do that again so I make sure I have my set rhythm. I like to do this drill maybe 10 times in a row without screwing it up or messing up my way, so I make sure I'll evaluate my stroke much better. Get down to my stance. Practice strokes. Set. Pause. Finish. Freeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do another one for good measure here. Just make sure I'm getting my rhythm down and that everybody else can practice the same way. Align it. On my stance. Practice strokes. Set. Pause. Finish. Freeze. Now, in order to make your drill enhancement of this here, a good way to practice the next step is let's bring one of these balls a little closer to the pocket, maybe a half ball or a full ball, depending on your comfortability of hitting this target. I'm going to do the same method again, going through this. I'm going to line my cue stick, get behind my contact point, I get down to my stance, practice strokes, set, pause, all up to the ferrule, finish, freeze. I did a much better time, I think, that time of keeping my cue tip down, going towards the felt when I'm hitting that shot. I'm going to do one more. Just make sure I'm doing all my alignments correctly again with this same drill. I approach my cue ball again. I have my grip hand ready, approach off to the side of my body. Down to my stance, practice strokes, eyes on the target, set, pause, finish, freeze. So I'm keeping an eye on what I'm doing and evaluating myself all the time, making sure my cue tip is finishing properly, going more towards the felt instead of keeping it up too high. And I'm also keeping sure my target line is set and all my set, my pause, my finish, and freeze are there. It is very critical to have that set, pause, finish, freeze in order to keep developing a good proper stroke. And we're going to move on to stroke number 3 here shortly.